This episode of Another Great Day is brought to you by Sir Hiss. He's never around when you need him. It's Wednesday, February 22nd, 2023. I'm Aaron Power, and this is the one, the only, the man who wears gray shirts, Chris Taylor.
Hello, it's me.
Well, we'd like to welcome you back to another great day. We're so glad you're here. It's Wednesday, and by Wednesday, I mean the day and not the girl from the Addams Family. Chris, what do you like to do to warm up on a Wednesday? Do you put on a heavy jacket? What about you, kids? What do you do to warm up when you're cold? Do you do jumping jacks? Do you go crazy to some music? I mean, listen, the people in the car are dying to know. Tell us.
All right. This is a family secret for eons. Okay, but I think it's now time to share.
Eons? What is an eon?
It is many, many years. Thousands of years.
Yes.
Well, first, you take a roll of dough, add a cup of water, heat it to 80 degrees exactly. 80 exactly. Mix it in a bowl, knead it for about 2 to 8 minutes. After that, you leave it in an open air container for about 2 hours, and as the dough rises, then
Wait, Chris, hold on. You're not describing exercise moves or jazzercise or Zumba. You are describing making a tasty pizza pie.
Oh, yeah. I mean, then you're almost warmed up. So you open up the oven, and the heat feels so good, and now you're completely warmed up. Once you put that pizza right in your mouth.
Well, I gotta say, man, this is way better than running on a treadmill. Thanks, Chris. I love that. That's a great way to warm up. Well, we hope you enjoyed the Warm Up Wednesday segment. Now on to the main part of our show, the discussion question of the day. So, as I just said, this next segment is called the Question of the Day. If you're new to this podcast, we're going to ask a question. This is where we will encourage you to hit the pause button and discuss the question amongst the folks around you. So maybe you're in a car on the way to school. Maybe you're at the store. Maybe you're on a bus or a subway. And maybe you're hiking through the mountains. If you find somebody, feel free to engage in conversation with them. They might be shocked, but who knows? You might meet your new best friend. All right, here we go. Today's question is, would you rather be able to read people's minds or know the future? And we'll be right back with our discussion answers. All righty, everybody. Welcome back to another great day. We hope you had an awesome discussion time with that. For me, I'm going to go ahead and say I would rather know the future. I don't want to know what people are thinking. I feel like if somebody wants me to know something, they're going to tell me. I don't want to peek behind the curtain. So I'd rather just know what's going to happen in the future. I can prepare a little bit for that. And, we referenced a show called Early Edition once, and I think I could help a lot of people. So just like Bill Murray in Groundhog Day, a movie I can't recommend you watch, you can learn how to be a good person and help people. So how about you, Chris? What would you choose?
I think I'm going to go with reading minds in extremely limited doses in the intent to be able to help people, to be able to understand.
I like that.
Otherwise, like every other option for both of these to me is kind of sad. But I'm going to turn it toward, like, if you could think about, like, I say something to somebody, and then for a moment, I can understand their response and what it actually means.
So you would use.
I would
your
imagine
powers
it's
for good.
kind of like, I would imagine it's kind of like a magic bar in a video game. You only get so much until you have to rest.
Ooh,
like it depletes.
Yes.
Like you only get
potion.
a couple of magic spells or whatever, and then you have to like wait until a long time or get a special potion or something.
Like you can only
kind of like
know
that.
the
Like so,
future
maybe
for
like
5 minutes.
a couple of times a day, I can kind of just make sure I'm understanding what someone's saying, because that would be a fantastic gift.
That's an amazing gift, man. So if you were a kid, so think back to when you were, 8-year-old Chris, and I'll think back when I was 8-year-old AP. So we were what, third graders ish.
Yeah, something like that.
What would you have chosen if you were kid Chris and I was kid AP? What do you think
what
the
would
kids
Kid
are
Chris
choosing?
Want to know?
Yeah.
Well, this is going to sound kind of pessimistic. I don't see lots of kids looking at other kids to try to understand them yet. Some kids are not totally aware of other kids around them. So I would imagine I was in that boat and I would have thought mostly about myself because I had not yet broadened my brain to think about what my actions were affecting other people.
That's a good
So I would have
point.
probably chosen know the future, specifically on a test.
Yep, exactly
or something.
what I was thinking. I would know. Was I going to pass next week or do I need to study harder?
And I
Or
guess
if you're playing
you know
sports,
that you
think about that.
if you're playing sport, you know where they're going to move.
Yeah, like the quarterback's going to throw to this guy, so you could become like interception king or like the best lineman, so you get the most sacks, or you could steal first base, second base, whatever.
Did you ever play tag, regular old tag on the playground equipment, which is not a good idea. It's better to play like around, like in an open area with maybe a tree or two. But we played it in and through all of the metal bars and such.
Yes, it was the original parkour. Yeah, and you would get bumped in the head, break an elbow, all sorts of stuff.
But I remember the overwhelming anxiety and fear of being caught by the one person who was chasing me. Like it was such an adrenaline rush. Like I can't be caught right now. There's no, and if I knew their next move, I could just easily jump to the side or move to wherever they were going to go.
They're going to zig left. You're going to zag right. Well, if you like zigging and zagging, let us know at anothergreatdaypodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Well, we hope you enjoyed that. Chris, let's go ahead and send it out to our field reporter, our dad joke correspondent, Wes. Wes, come in, Wes. Can you hear us? What do you got?
Hey, Chris. Hey, AP. Just here at the local school and had a long discussion with the head of the English department. We're trying to figure out which vowel is the most important. And guess what? I won! Have a great day!
And that was Wes McFall in the field with a dad joke. Thank you, and be careful. We love you. All right. Welcome back to another great day. I'm Aaron, and that's Chris, and we're glad you're here.
Yes.
This part of our show is called The Word of Wisdom, and this is where we'll take a minute to go through a proverb or wise saying and give you our quick take. Here we go. Chris, would you mind reading this one to us?
Can do. Today's word of wisdom comes to us from Proverbs 19:24. Yesterday was 21. So we're moving along here. The lazy man buries his hand in the food dish, but will not even bring it to his mouth again. This is a little bit cryptic here.
Yes.
What's going on with this one?
So when I read this one, I've actually heard this spoken on before, but I'm going to give you my quick take. So basically what this proverb is saying, that there is a way to be so lazy that you only get things half done. So think about this. This man's hungry. He puts his hand down in the dish to grab the food. Think about like a bag of chips, kiddos. You open the bag of chips, you reach your hand in for the chips, but I can't bring that chip up to my mouth. What the Bible's telling us here is when you start something, you need to finish it. And for us, that could look like a lot of different things. So your parents say, hey, go brush your teeth. You don't just brush the top of your teeth, you brush the bottom. Hey, go clean your room. You don't just put away your toys, you make your bed also. You go the extra mile and you do a great job and you work as unto the Lord. And we have a lot of great examples of this in the Bible. Joseph, Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Of course, Jesus, Paul, all of these people, they worked really hard and they worked as if they were working for God right then and there. So that's today's word of wisdom. And Chris, any thoughts on that before we move along and close the thing down?
My only thought was for parents. I was thinking, and I do this all the time, just exactly what Aaron just said. I say, it's time to go clean your room or time to go brush your teeth. And I've been in my mind trying to, and I'm not sure if this is completely helpful, but this is just a thing. Mull it over on your own accord. If you want to use this, you can. I've been trying to connect that action with why we're doing it and not just say go, which is not, I'm done with the lazy part, I guess. I've veered off track onto another conversation. But I'm trying to say, like, let's help take care of your teeth. Let's brush your teeth. It's time. Or we need to take care of what God's given us. Let's clean our rooms. Like, I'm going to go do mine, you do yours, whatever. Like, so connecting it with the reason why. So anyway, that's my thoughts. There we go.
I think that's great. Good stuff. Well, Chris, hit the music and let's get going. We'd like to thank you for listening to our podcast, and we appreciate you sharing it with your friends at the business office. We hope you make it another
Great
day. We'll see you tomorrow.
$13, Aaron. 13 is the answer. But right now, I am on a desert island searching for treasure. That's right. I've got my shovel. I've got sand everywhere. The sun is shining down. Calming sound of the waves lapping against the shore. I have a map in my hand. Now look at it. I think, from what I can tell, the treasure is going to be right over there. Let's go find out. All right, I'm here and I'm digging. I've hit something. There is something here. What is this? There's a box. Oh, this is so cool. What's going to be in this treasure box? Okay, I gotta get the sand off of it. Oh, there's a latch. All right, here we go. Gonna open it up. There is a Mentos wrapper in this box.
The end.